All right, real quick. A quick admission of guilt. I really enjoyed Asura's Wrath. If you guys want content around Asura's Wrath or featuring some of the characters, lore, explanation, power scaling versus matchups, Chakravartin included, all those characters, let me know in the comment section and hit the like button. Run the likes up if you want content with these types of characters. But today, I am addressing a classic matchup in the power scaling community, specifically the ones that deal with video games. And this, of course, is a reference to the battle between Kratos and Asura. Who would win in truth if these two were to collide? So I went through the lore of both. I've scaled Kratos on my channel before, so I'm going to talk a little more about Asura in this quick matchup, but I'm going to address this matchup and who I believe wins. If you like matchups like these, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and if you want to become a supporter, make sure to check out the Cash App deal, which is only $5 a month for full membership, which includes games, prizes, scans, scripts to my videos, and much, much more. But anyways, I don't want to waste too much more time. I want to do this matchup. I'm going to go over Kratos real quick. If you want to see a big breakdown on him, go check out prior videos. And if you want to see a full breakdown on the power of Asura, including the multiple forms, comment down below and run up the likes on the comments, including that request. So let's go over Kratos first. Of course, I'm using Kratos from God of War 4, and I'll be addressing some of the stats and feats as portrayed in this game and in the novels which I read and loved, in the accompanying guidebook that featured comments from the creator Barlog himself. So given that Kratos scales in base to Baldur, who can hit a distracted World Serpent and knock him out briefly, and beings like Thor, who can crack the World Tree with his strikes, and the Sons of Thor, who scaled to Thor himself and got fodderized by Kratos, he's safely uni plus to multi. However, he's easily multi when you include his weapons that can scale relative, if not above, weapons like Mjolnir that can crack the World Tree itself, which contains the different layers of space and time. Now, looking at his speed, of course, in prior games, he's been able to move and stop time and blitz characters who have inaccessible speed and infinite speed. So he's safely high into those tiers, and this makes him very dangerous, as well as he has a bit of precog and well-honed military combat skills that allow him to be a beast in combat in terms of reaction speed and counter-striking. His weapons, of course, includes his Blades of Chaos, which are implied in the novel and accompanying guide to be potentially even stronger than Mjolnir. And he has his own Leviathan axe, which is said to rival Mjolnir in power itself directly. And he has a stone that he can use to teleport, among other things. Also has a shield that can block strikes from the Sons of Thor casually, who, like I said, even as small children in lore, were as strong as Thor himself. Moving on, let's go over to Asura. Asura, particularly in the games in his later forms, how strong does he get? Well, first I want to briefly explain who Asura is to those who aren't familiar with his character, given I've never covered him before. Asura is a character who was considered a demigod, helped to free Gaia or Earth in the battle for creation. In doing so, eventually died. His family was compromised. He wanted revenge, came back to life. His soul is made to come back to life, and he seeks revenge for himself and his family, and eventually this brings him into conflict with Chakravartin himself, who's credited with giving the energy or mantra of creation itself. Now, looking at the multiple transformations, first one we're going to address is the one, of course, that is able to battle Wyron, who is Star Plus. These characters at this point are literally larger than the planet itself. This is then, usurped by a transformation that's quoted as being 1,000 arms, equivalent to 1,000 arms, or 1 times or 1,000 times the prior mentioned potentially solar system level strength. This form then fights Chakravartin, whose form is associated at that point with multi-galaxy energy feats. By the way, for Wank, you could mention that one of the characters early on Asura fights, when he has his, in the battle for creation, this character was stated to have immeasurable impurity, and impurity was a power level measurement for the Goma. So potential Wank there, but that would be in the individual video where I would bring that up. Asura then absorbs all this into a base and safely generates the power with a reactor. His reactor absorbs the mantra of Yasha, who dies, and allows this form of Asura to defeat base Chakravartin, a multi-galaxy to uni feat. With Destructor form and God form after this, Asura is able to overwhelm the creator form of Chakravartin. This includes shattering a Naraka and defeating a being capable of this. A Naraka is a hell or associated with a hell, and is considered an endless realm which also has infinite pillars. This, along with Chakra saying he was going to influence other worlds or other creations, which could be implied to be other universes entirely, Asura beating the final form or creator form of Chakravartin should safely put him at Uni Plus. So, also, by the way, for speed, I definitely don't want to miss this. Asura is completely capable of moving in stop time. Evidence of this occurred in his battle with Chakravartin when Chakravartin was stated to stop time itself. Even then, he's able to blitz and hit Chakravartin regardless. He has blasts and energy manipulation ever since his days of Ragdoll and Goma as a general for the army. So, these two were to clash. Who do I favor? First of all, definitely see why you guys compared them, or this battle is considered classic, especially with earlier Kratos. However, mature Kratos doesn't make as much sense, but that's what we're covering. Kratos, I'm going to just put it simply, besides area of effect attacks, that is how much devastation you do on a massive scale, Kratos has him in every category by either a little margin to a wide margin. It doesn't matter. But regardless, Kratos is superior. I can see a fair argument being made for stamina being in the favor of Asura. As we know in lore, he battled for 500 years and did not get fatigued at all. However, when it comes to the stats that matter, like speed and AP, Kratos has better feats. Weapons, Kratos has crazy weapons now. They do both have like existence erasure feats, fate manip for Kratos, and all that, but I don't think that really matters. I think what it comes down to is in a brawl who would win, and I favored the more skilled and slightly better stats in most areas, and in large gaps, Kratos. Again, if you guys want to see an individual breakdown on Asura, definitely let me know. If you want to see where he could be scaled high end, the highest argument ends, let me know as well. I enjoyed doing this video. If you want to see more Asura content, comment down below. If you want to see other characters from that series covered as well, let me know. Anyways, it's been your boy YFV, and I will see y'all later. Peace.